Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Detroit Lions. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Here we go. Waiting. 56. Watch the run. Watch it. 56.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Go. 56. Drop deep.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Eagles.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41.
Let's bring it. 56.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Check. Crunch. Kill.
Gordon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. 82, 40. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now Wentz on third down. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 17-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chop.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 score line as they begin with a 1st and 10.
80 weapons. 56. Mike, 56.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
56 to Mike. Kill. Check 56. Hey. Go team, spell. Here I come. Great. Shoot.
Now Gordon on 1st down. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
6-6, bullet high.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kill.
Into the red zone. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. Topper.
Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Listen.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Here we go, G.
Again, it's Wentz. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Play action. Now Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-3.
Makes the score Lions 10, Eagles 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the snap.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
180. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Move. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. The left side completion to Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Hey, Haywood. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now Trubisky to throw. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alpha. Hey, watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Trubisky. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Prater's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Check 50, check 50.
Hey, ball.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Bring it.
180. Alert.
Bandit. 51's the mark.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Trubisky to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the twist. Hey, Delta. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Stay with your man. Hey, 18. Check 53.
Here's Trubisky. To the right and complete to Galladay. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
Trubisky now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Alert! Move. Bravo!
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
5'9".
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You don't want that.
Other side, solid.
Watch the shit.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he cuts it right into space. 38 yards on the scamper there. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
Empty. Let's find 7.
Wentz now on first down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Second and 11 at the 7-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Escape situation. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go, G. Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check. 53 fly. Come on, baby.
Now back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And the Lions first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, ball.
On first down, Trubisky being chased out left. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Double. Action.
Hey, 18. Alert. Bud.
They go play action with Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 34. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Stop your body. Watch twins.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
17, Lions 16. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Lions 23, Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this throw caught left side. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's good for Eagles.
They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Yeah, let's get a sack. Ringer, guys. Mike, 51. Mike.
Tyson. 22 jet bomber. Check 99.
Running with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
You draw quarters.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, but now it's third and goal. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Gordon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down. They come out here in the I. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, open man is Galladay, complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Running from the gun, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mike 53. Red, What we got? Hey, Zoo.
Now it's Trubisky. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Lions 30, Eagles 24.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let him know. What's this on? 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got it. Sunday. Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go. Sunday. Kill.
Back to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go. Waiting. Watch tight end. Tight right. 57.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
74. 56. Hey, exit. 56, right there. 56. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check pass.
Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Lions, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.